Those kids again.
What kids?
Those that always get in our way.
What, here in Holland? How'd they get here?
We're gonna lose it.
It's very important. We've got to get after them. I don't understand what to say. Those people we are chasing in front of them. We get after them.
You know something? It's a great pity that those men had left the garage before our people got there.
Yeah, never mind. Let's see what all this is going to tell us, eh?
All right. Well, I'm afraid it doesn't tell us very much, except that the gold was melted down, and this we knew. Still, we will look at this now. Now this is of more interest. These are fragments of rubber, presumably from the tires of a vehicle which perhaps the criminal used.
Thank you. There are two different kinds there, obviously from two different vehicles. Look.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're right. Still, a garage is a place where you would expect to find more than one vehicle.
Right. Now, let's have a look at your photograph, shall we? Yes. Now, look, you can see where someone knelt on that oily patch there to work on the vehicle. And there's a splash of gold close by.
Now, look, here's the track of a larger vehicle, perhaps a van?
Yes. Now, would you say from that it was heavily laden?
No, I wouldn't think so, not judging by these imprints.
No, it was just that I was wondering if that vehicle could have carried the gold.
Well, this one is definitely a car, probably a sports car. And a car certainly would not be able to carry the gold.
Especially a sports car. Oh, what are they up to? This just doesn't make sense.
Hey,
Yeah?
Kane won't like this, you know.
Why not? We shook him off, didn't we?
Yeah, but what are these kids doing in Holland? That's what he'll want to know.
Well, why ask me? How do I know? Come on, let's get inside. We got bad news for you.
Those kids are on our trail.
Which kids?
You know the ones I mean, the two boys that you rescued. The ones that work for Buchan, one of them and the girl.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. They were on bikes.
Bikes?
Yeah, they were following the van there. Shook them up, of course, but what I want to know is what they're doing in Holland. Now they got onto that garage. Yeah, you know, they must have picked us up there.
You know what this means? Buchan sent them here.
Yes, he must have done.
Seems to me he knows a sight too much.
I'm expecting to hear at any moment from a certain Van Helsing. Let's hope, for all our sakes, that he collected that car in time.
Service. Thank you very much, Mr. Van Helsing. They tell you what the trouble was?
Oh, just what I told you, a fuel blockage.
How much do I owe you?
Oh, no, my cousin will send his account to you at the hotel. I left the car there.
Well, thank you once again for being so helpful. Can I give you a lift somewhere?
Oh, no, I was on my way to see people here, so you see, it's really no trouble to bring your car over. Goodbye, then.
Goodbye.
I hope you have more luck with your car from now on.
Thank you. Thanks again.
Okay. Over. Koffie graag.
Thank you, Van Helsing. You've done very well. But of course, the sum we agreed on, 6,000 guilders. Would you like it in gold? Huh? Of course. I'll let you have a check. Bang. Fortunately, Buchan has not yet tumbled to our little deception. He'll soon be recalled to England, and he will go in the world's most expensive car.
What I don't understand is how you know he's going to England. I thought he's supposed to be following us.
He is, but he'll soon be recalled. By his network controller, no less.
Well, how are you going to fix that? Don't say his controller works for us.
Not quite. Perhaps you'd like to see me, fix it, as you so trenchantly put it.
Yeah, what?
Right. Calling street, calling street. Come in, street, over.
Street here.
Street. Kane here. According to my information, Buchan will shortly be leaving police headquarters in Amsterdam for his hotel. You know what to do.
Right. I know what to do.
Well, thank you very much, Chief Commissioner. I'm sure with the frontiers and the ports closed, they won't get far. Thank you once again. Goodbye. Buchan answering, over.
Network controller here. You're to return to England at once.
Return to England, over.
At once, 001 says. Fresh information has come in on the Kane case. Requires immediate action.
But damn it, what information? I can't come back now. Over.
Sorry, you're to come back at once. That's an order, 001 says. Out.
Fine. Yes? Good. You've done very well, Street. I'll be in touch. Out. Well, Buchan is on his way back to England.
And a whole load of trouble, eh?
Yes. This should keep him out of circulation for quite a while.
Leave to speak, Commander.
Carry on, Buck.
We're supposed to be going to South America, aren't we?
Right.
I can't see Argus making it. And there's another thing. There's going to be a lot of very awkward questions asked if we don't take her back soon, isn't there?
I've thought of that. We're meeting a ship here. 4924 North, 216 West. After that, you can take Argus into Plymouth and return her intact.
I don't think I want to do that.
What did you say?
I said I don't think I want to do that. It might suit you very well to have one fewer to share the gold out amongst. But it wouldn't suit me at all.
Nor me. I'm not letting the gold out of my sight.
There's a thing I think you ought to remember. The crew of Argus are our men. We found them. We pay them. They do what we say. It would be very inadvisable for you to tangle with them.
Burke, you hurt me.
What?
Do you really think, after all you've done for me, that I'd do that?
Yeah.
Pity. I've been so looking forward to our having some champagne together in Rio when this job's done. Perhaps even going on to fresh operations, on a bigger scale even than this one. As it is, it looks as if we must go our separate ways.
Not until the goal's divided, we don't, mate.
Of course. I must just remind you of one thing. The crew of the ship that is meeting us are my men. So, don't try anything funny. It really would be very unwise.
Got it all sorted out, haven't you?
Almost. Well, it's time to bring Argus here. Get on with it, will you?
Why'd you let him talk to you like that for? Haven't you got any self-respect?
Well, it isn't what people say, it's what they do that counts, isn't it? I can forgive Kane quite a lot for the way he's fixed Colonel Buchan.
Yeah.
Would you mind turning off here, sir?
Well, what's the trouble?
If you don't mind, sir, we're holding up the traffic. In that building over there, sir. Yes, this is the one, all right. Would you mind getting out of the car, sir? Well,
Anything wrong?
I'm afraid we must ask you to stay here, sir, while we examine your car.
Marvellous, isn't it? Getting pinched for taking those bikes.
Yes, and we only borrowed them.
Yeah, I know. And what's even worse, we lost sight of Ryan and Burke.
No, we haven't. Look.
Well, perhaps you wouldn't mind getting in touch with my superior. He'll explain who I am.
Yes, I know. You've already told me. You're from MI5.
Then let me use the telephone.
I'm sorry, sir. Not until we've finished here.
You don't seem to understand. I'm engaged on some very important business.
They all say that, sir. Will you excuse me?
Argus? So that's how they got here?
Yeah, come on.
Cast off forward. Cast off aft.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, 001. He called me. Well, put me through to him at once. Look, I've told you it's Colonel Buchan. Who the devil do you think it is? Well, then where is he? Now, listen, I've come all the way back from Holland because he's on leave. But he can't be. He called me. Oh, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, I'm beginning to get the picture. I think I know what's happened. It must have been a false call. Well, you better come down here or send someone down to bail me out at once. Because I've been caught with £60,000 worth of gold in my car. No, I can't explain. Just get here as fast as you can. Thank you very much. Perhaps you wouldn't mind if I made another call.
Not at all, sir. You've got plenty of time.
Calling base, calling Steve. Come in, Steve. Over. Calling base, calling Steve. Come in, Steve. Over. Calling base, calling Steve. Come in, Steve. Over. Calling base, calling Steve. Are you receiving me? Over. Calling base, calling Steve. Are you receiving me? Over.
Calling Argus. Calling Argus. Come in, Argus. Come in, Argus. Over.
Argus here. Over.
I've heard from Street. Buchan has now left Dover for Weymouth. I've arranged a scheme to keep him in England and to give him the impression that what we did to his car is our method of getting the gold out of Holland. A red herring, as you might say. Or should we say, a gold herring?
We'll be at the mill in 2 hours. Out.
Steve, you on board? Steve, where are you? Oh, heavens. I guess something like this had happened when I couldn't get you on the radio. Wait a minute. Now, hold hard. This might hurt a bit.
I'm sorry. Excuse the thumping.
Who was it?
Didn't have time to ask his name, did I?
Okay. Got an hour to get the stuff on board.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's where they're hiding out.
Should we take a look?
Yeah, why not?
Any trouble?
No, I went smooth as glass. Do you understand Dutch?
A little. Why?
Oh, we seem to be in the papers.
Huh?
All I got was a picture of you.
Not a bad likeness. I wonder how they got hold of it.
Yeah, me too. What's it say?
Let's see. Daring robbery. 48 million guilders in gold vanished from bank.
That wasn't a robbery. We got it legitimately.
Well, you, of all people, should know the gold was stolen in the first place. Have you ever been to Rio, Ryan?
They're up there, on the top floor.
We've got to find out what they're up to.
How?
Bird you're after, is it, Bert?
I know.
What kind of bird?
Come on.
Yes, for the beach at Rio is something worth seeing. You know, they've got this lovely stretch with a big flavor of history.
Oh!
Are you all right, Sue?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, come on.
I see that they've closed the frontiers.
That's not going to do much good, is it?
And they're watching the ports. Oh, that won't help them much either. As for Buchan, he's been put out of action.
And a very costly way of doing it, I think.
On really large-scale operations like this, Burke, one must be prepared to spend money. Buchan's an extremely formidable agent. He could quite easily have wrecked this entire operation if I'd not got him out of the way. What's 60,000 against 6 million?
1%.
Exactly. 1%. And worth every penny.